What do you, is it kind of a, just want to take a look at it, maybe throw him a little bit of a bone?
Well, first off, I want 4 lines that I can play tonight. So we're balancing the lines, I think. I think, we've tried to put some net presence with each line a little bit. I think we got to do a better job getting to the net, some physicality. And I thought Giovanni played good last game and probably was our best forward, and so he gets rewarded for that. That's how it should work.
So I just want to see some consistency. I don't know.
For sure. It's not a every other night league or an every other day league. It's an every night league. So, I think ultimately he's going to have to do a really good job of doing that on a nightly basis. But if he doesn't get any opportunity, it's hard to do that.
Look like Carosi grew in too, right?
Yeah, I'm going to play Taro tonight. Yep.
Statistically, it looked like he was doing a really nice job down there.
Taro's a good. Well, first of all, he's a really good American League player. That's a fact. He's done that for a long time. He's a very smart, talented hockey player. With Bertuzzi, with Fabry out, we just felt like we needed some more skill back in the lineup. And he gives that. Now, Taro's a very responsible player. He's just not a big man. That's the only thing that Taro doesn't have a lot of speed or a big man, but he's as smart as any player that we have. Ultimately he's a good player in the power play. So give us a chance to give us a little bit more skill.
What do you guys got to do? Let's talk about Edmonton for a second. What challenges do they face?
Well, obviously, they're a very, very talented offensive team. Obviously, especially with Connor and Leon, but they're not alone. Kane's a really, really good player. As I've watched, I'm a big Hyman fan. He goes to the net hard, always been a good player. Same with Fogle. I think McLeod has impressed me. From a depth standpoint, Derek Ryan's a guy I've coached at the World Championships. I got lots of respect for him. So, they're a very talented team. They're very good on the rush. They're very good in the ozone. So if they have the puck all night and they're playing in our end all night, it'll be a hard night for us. If we can make them defend, then the advantage turns back in our favor. So that'll be the determination who ends up winning the hockey game.
Are you always wary of a young defenseman at the wall? It's typically harder for rookie defensemen.
Yeah. I would say a couple of things. I would say I think any player who hasn't played in the NHL for a full season, you worry about them hitting the wall. I would include in that Raymond and really Suter. Like Suter played a shortened season last year, and it's a relentless league, as and it's every night. Now Sides. The one thing I would say with Sides is, he was a full year in pro hockey before he got drafted, a full year in the American League, a full year in the Swedish League. He is seasoned for a young player, and he has, gone through. We were patient with him. We didn't rush him into the league as lots of people always want. Steve was very patient with him, and so I think he's been ready for the challenges. And I think I don't see any signs of him hitting a wall at all. Yeah, same thing. Razor's done a good job, and I think like anybody, there's been moments this year where I think all our guys have gotten tired from the amount of games that you've played in the condensed parts of the schedule. But I think Raymond's done a good job. Raymond's got a good brain, and I think if you have a good brain, even some of those nights when your legs don't feel great, you can still be an effective player. And he's also not a high risk type player. So he's a very responsible 200-foot player, which makes him effective even if he's not creating tons of scoring opportunities. Sam's been a great leader since he's been with us, just leading by example. I think he's a no excuse person. He doesn't he looks in the mirror first for both us and our hockey team. And I think that's an important thing, for veteran type players to show young players that you got to look in the mirror and you got to get better and you got to be accountable to yourself. And Sam's done an excellent job of that. He's a calming influence, I'd say, on our team. He's very cerebral. He helps who's ever he's on the line with kind of sort through situations on the ice as well. He's done a good job on our penalty. He's really turned himself into a really good penalty killer. And I know our penalty kill hasn't been very good at all lately, but I think he's been a bright spot throughout the season on the kill and over the last couple of years.
Sam gonna be a coach or?
That is a good question. He could do both. You know, he's again, he's a really smart, really good person. So whatever Sam chooses to do when he's done playing hockey, he's going to be successful at it. Yep. Good.
Okay.
Oh, you want one more?
Yep.
Give me the timeline, but do you know Jay pretty well, or how do you guys have a deep?
Who's that? Oh, Jay Woodcroft. We've never worked together. You know, obviously the relationships existed when I came in as an assistant. He left to go work with Todd, so I've known him. Do I know him really well? Not really well, but certainly know him. Yep. Yep. Anything on Zoom? We're good.
Nope, nothing on Zoom.
Perfect.
Be back with Sam Gagne.